Hello friends, Lionheart here, and we are returning to my greatest ever content. That's right, TierMaker is back at popular demand, and thanks to Ullcroi for getting this one sorted. He created me a biscuit tier list. There are some seriously controversial takes in this from what I've heard. I'm going to share the link to the tier list itself so that you can have a go. Share yours with me. You can leave them in the comments down below, drop them in my Discord, or come and tell me about them on my Twitch streams. I hope you like this. This is unquestionably the only accurate biscuit tier list you're ever going to see. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, please do drop a like on it, as my non-Gwent videos obviously do a little bit worse. But hopefully you guys want to see more of this, because honestly, I love doing them. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, because there is more Gwent and non-Gwent content coming for you this month and every month. Love you all. See you in the next video. You don't know any of these snacks? Well, teleport. Don't worry. I'm going to tell you how good they are. If I was at my nan's house and I opened up the biscuit tin, I would rather see sewing stuff than any of the biscuits here. I would legitimately rather see sewing stuff. I'm going to go over here for this. Now, Ullcroi has made us a biscuit tier list, and you know what? I'm here for it, and I'm very grateful for you putting in the time so that I can return to my best ever content. Let's go! And we are going to start with the pink wafers. Now, I'm going to be honest, pink wafers make me think of Life on Mars, because Gene Hunt loves a pink wafer. There's an episode where they talk all about it, even though he loves Garibaldi's more. I think they're like not great. Like they're the snack that my nan would have in the cupboard, and I was like, this doesn't taste of food. You know what I mean? Like, just nah. Oh, Choco Liebenitz. Okay, if Choco Liebenitz isn't here, this is like, I'll eat them, but I'm not here for it, right? Now these are now this is technically looks like it's white Twix, but I'm gonna say that they're all Twix. Okay, I'm gonna put all Twix biscuits because we don't have normal Twixes here. I don't think of Twixes as biscuits, but they are, right? I like a Twix. I could eat a Twix, but I'm never gonna pick a Twix. So, oh, wait, there is a normal Twix? Oh, there is a normal Twix. Ooh, I apologize. Okay, we have got normal Twix, which does change things up. Hey, Denpai. Okay, there is a normal Twix, so that we're gonna... The white Twix, then... They're above pink wafers, right? If someone offered me a white Twix... Or... no, they're never S. I love white chocolate, but they're not S. I think, for me, they're only B tier. I don't like white chocolate with caramel, but I love caramel. I think they're decent, and I think they're better than regular Twix, but only just. I think I'm going to do regular Twix now as well, right? I think they're better than regular Twix, for sure, but I can't put them in A, because if it came down to it, there are so many things. If someone gave me, oh, have a white Twix or... probably half of this list is above, right? But yeah, white chocolate and caramel together doesn't work for me, so... No, I'd take regular Twix. I'd take a white Twix over a regular Twix, I think, but they're pretty close. Bourbon. Now, chat. If you don't think a Bourbon is S tier, you need to get in the bin, right? Bourbons are S tier biscuits. They're super cheap. You can buy a pack, like a big pack of Bourbons for like 30 pence still. Well, probably not, because we live in England, so maybe more than that now. Bourbon biscuits are the one, right? Bourbon biscuits are the one. What is this? What are these? I can zoom in. Oh, Lotus Biscoff. Okay, this might be a lot easier for us to see. Okay. Bourbons are amazing. Anyone who thinks Bourbons aren't better than custard creams, you ain't it. Like, you're like, you know what I mean? This might be the first controversial take of this stream, but Bourbon biscuits they're so clear of custard creams. It's not even a contest. You know what I mean? It's not even a contest. It's just not. They have to... Maybe I'm exact. Maybe they end up at high A tier, actually. Because they're amazing, but maybe they're high A tier, right? Maybe they're not quite S... I'm just looking at the other biscuits in here. And there are other biscuits that are significantly better than this. Okay. I'm going to move them to A tier. I'm going to move them... I'm just comparing them to custard creams. But there are biscuits on this list that are so... Like, they're so clear of this, right? Including Lotus Biscoff. Like... Actually, I love Lotus Biscoff, right? But I don't think I could eat a pack of Lotus Biscoff. Like, I had a Biscoff milkshake. They're amazing. Could I eat a pack of Lotus Biscoff? I suppose I've never had one and not enjoyed it. Maybe that makes them S tier. Oh my god, Biens. I haven't seen these in years. But I think this is between S and very high A tier. I think on the basis that while I love them, I couldn't eat a whole packet of them. I think that means they go A tier. Bien, bien. Do, 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 do. Bien, bien. Do, 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 do. Bien, bien. Do, 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 do. Bien, bien. Do they still make these? Do they still make Biens? Also, these are the strawberry Biens. Now, because I don't see chocolate Biens, I'm going to treat this like all Biens, right? Because firstly, chocolate Biens are like day and night clear of strawberry Biens. But Biens are pretty good, right? Biens are, yeah. Biens are there. They're good. Is that a malted milk? Oh, I fucking love malted milk biscuits. Okay. I'm going to put... I think I'm happy with Lotus Biscoff here. And I think Biens go here, right? Favourite biscuit with a cup of tea? You're about to find out. Wait, can I see the biscuit? Oh, yeah, I can. It's fine. I've already got the biscuit of choice. We're all right. Now we're at biscuit bars. Ooh. Breakaway. I don't know if you guys have had breakaways before. Let's just zoom out. Breakaways are really good, actually. Like... Oh, no. Ooh, these are mini Biens, actually. Now, Breakaway is definitely a high B tier bar, right? Breakaway is at least a high B. They're good. For, like, a biscuit bar, if someone said, do you want a Breakaway bar? I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm going to have a Breakaway bar. Sign me up, right? I'd be alright with that. Hey, Rat Monster, how you doing? But if someone said to me, would you have a Blue Ribbon or a Breakaway? I think I'd pick Breakaway, actually. I like Blue Ribbon, but they're a bit wafery for me. Breakaway is supreme to Blue Ribbon, I think. You know what? I'm going to switch these. I'm looking at these, and I would eat a normal Twix over a white Twix, you know? I think they're going to get switched. I think they're getting switched. And I think I may end up moving white Twix down to C tier. I think white Twix end up as C tier because I don't like caramel with white chocolate, but we'll see. We will see, right? Now, Fox's... Oh, okay, chat. Fox's Classic. I think there's only one place that a Fox's Classic can go, right? There is only one place. Fox's Classic. S. If there was an S+, they would be an S+. They are that good. They are that good. Like, Fox's are just... They're it, right? Fox's Biscuits. Top shelf biscuit. Absolute. If someone offers you... If someone opens the drawer... If you're English, you know the drawer. They open the drawer and you can see Blue Ribbons, you see Breakaways, you see Foxes. You're going for the Fox's biscuit every time. Every time. Peanut butter Twix. We don't have those. That sounds like a lot of stuff inside a small Twix. I don't feel like I'd be getting enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. No question. S. Easy S. Now, A Rocky, interestingly, a Rocky would be my second choice, I think, of all, like, oh my god, I see, okay. A Rocky is definitely an A, and I'm actually going to put it ahead of a Lotus Biscoff, right? No caramel. Oh, I don't know about that then. Don't know about that. I love peanut butter. Yeah, I know what you mean. Is this a Gwent leak? Yes, these are all the new Gwent cards. No, Caramel Rocky. I love regular Rockies, to clarify, and I think we'll do regular Rockies now as well. But I would say a regular Rocky probably lives here, right? Caramel Rocky is supreme to a standard chocolate Rocky, right? I don't think that's controversial. I think we all know this. Anything that says Foxes, you know it's it. Yeah, I don't know what Vinny is. I don't know who Vinny is, but Foxes are the one, right? Yeah. Now, I know this biscuit. This is a VIP biscuit. And it's chocolate and caramel digestives. Now, I love chocolate. I love caramel. I love digestives. But these never took me. They're trying too hard. They're trying too hard for me. And I think they end up... These are all biscuits, my friend, yes. I think they're above C tier, though. I think they might... They're better than pink wafers, right? Actually, I think pink wafers can go in the bin. You know what? I don't care how much of a sweet tooth I've got. I'm never eating a pink wafer. Like, they really are, like... I think if you open up your nan's biscuit tin, I think you'd almost rather see sewing stuff than pink wafers. I think you'd actually rather there just wasn't anything there. You know what I mean? Because it's just like... Oh, I don't want to... Yeah, you know what? Pink wafers in the bin. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, biscuit tin. Oh, fuck, sewing stuff. But if you open it and went, oh, great, there are pink wafers. It's like, well, now I'm obliged to eat them. And I don't want... You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they're in the bin. I think these VIPs... Foxes, Crunch Creams. Crunch Creams are S tier, right? Crunch Creams... Again, I know it's a Fox's biscuit. Honestly, Foxes don't make bad biscuits. Crisp tier. Oh, crisp tier for next month's content. Yeah, we could do that. British crisps, there's a big variety, though. Yeah, no. Crunch Cream, 100%. There's a chocolate version of this. Oh, the chocolate version of this would actually be above the classic Fox, right? But it's not the chocolate one. So, yeah. Well, yeah, we could do a crisp tier list. Pringles are mid-tier, just saying. It's time for some controversy, chat. It's time for some controversy. The custard cream. The custard cream. Chat, where do you personally put the custard cream? Tell me. Because I feel like we're going to fall out over this, right? I feel like a lot of us are going to disagree on this. Okay, it is actually as polarized as I thought. S's and C's. Yeah. Right. It's actually okay. This is quite polarized. I'm quite pleased. So for me, they're your cheap biscuit of choice. Yeah, you see, for me that's a Bourbon, right? For me, if I've got like 40p and that's all I've got, but I need something sweet to have in the house, right? I would never, if they'd run out of Bourbons, I would rather not spend the money than buy the custard cream. That's how far below Bourbons they are to me. But if someone put one on a plate and offered me one, correct! I'd say no, but I'd eat it to be polite, which means it's better than a pink wafer. I don't think I'd eat a pink wafer even to be polite, right? I cannot put them above C tier. At the absolute best, I can't put them above C tier. There is a very good argument that they go in the bin. There is a very good argument custard creams head straight to the bin, right? But I'm going to put them in C tier for now because I would eat one. I wouldn't want to eat one. In fact, yeah, I don't think... You know what? I wouldn't. Genuinely, if someone says, oh, do you want a biscuit? And I go, what have you got? Custard creams. I would actually say no. I would actually say no. I'd be like, I'm alright. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Where are these? This is all English biscuits. They're going in the bin, chat. They're going in the bin. They're just... They're not even mid. If they were mid, they'd go in C. They're just not... They're not it, right? I've eaten them. Okay, I've eaten them before and I don't hate them, right? But they're just so bad. You sub to someone and you think you know them. I basically just cancelled myself for half of my chat. It's fantastic. Okay, they cannot be above bad C tier, guys. They can't. They're so... I'm being generous putting them here, right? I'm being generous putting them here. Now, England has big biscuit game. Mate, we're missing like 10 crackers on this as well, right? Taking your $4.49 and buying custard creams with it. Oh, you may, if you want to ruin your day, you know what I mean? Now, also controversial. We're going to move on from this custard cream fiasco, all right? If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm going to have done 0 editing, so you're going to see all of this. Tell me in the comments what you think, right? Because I'm not going to edit this bit out. I know what I'm like, right? So, hi, YouTube! I'm going to leave them in low C tier. I'm going to leave them in low C tier. Right? Now, I don't like orange chocolate. I really don't like orange chocolate. I don't understand it. I don't see the point of it. The only reason orange chocolate exists is when they didn't know how to make dairy-free chocolate and they needed something strong to cover up the flavour, right? Orange chocolate isn't good. But even the worst club, and the Orange Club is the worst club, right? Even the worst club bar is better than a white chocolate Twix. If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club. Yes, I would, even though I don't like orange chocolate, if someone said, do you want a club? I'm going to eat it because clubs they're just so good, right? They're so good. This is Gwent, yeah. Now, I think they're safely in B. Orange, now I love white chocolate. I don't like white chocolate Twix, and I think I'm being generous here. I think this ends up in C tier, because white chocolate and caramel together are no good. White chocolate plus caramel feels very sickly. So, yeah. Normal white chocolate around a biscuit, I mean, if we had white chocolate fingers, mate, they're up. They're like God tier. But white chocolate plus caramel is a no for me. In fact, they're going down there. That's it. I've made the decision. You've made the decision for me. They're out. Twix. Yeah, normal Twix is a B tier. If someone offered me a Twix or a Rocky, I'm going for the Rocky. If someone offers me a Breakaway or a Twix, Breakaway, right? But Breakaway is not an A tier biscuit. So, Twix therefore can't be. Ooh, now, the classic digestive chat. I'm hoping this isn't controversial, right? The classic digestive sucks. But it's not unpleasant. It's just... There's just no... It's like, nobody in history has ever taken a classic digestive and enjoyed it when the chocolate digestive exists. Nobody wants... Like, if someone says you can have any biscuit you want, nobody's picking normal digestive. Like, nobody. Surely. I understand a plain malted milk, even a nice or nice, however you say it, right? Nobody's picking plain digestive. They are good for dunking. You see, Dum-de-Doo-Dah, you beat me to my point. There's a but. They're an okay dunking biscuit, right? If I've got my tea and I'm like, they're dunkable. The fact that they're dunkable means they are probably... Because they were going in C and you've just saved them. You've just saved them from C tier, reminding me of their dunkability, right? But I can't in good conscience tell you that I would eat a digestive over a breakaway, because I wouldn't, right? Like, I wouldn't. I'd never... If someone said, do you want a digestive biscuit or do you want a breakaway? Like, mate. They're the base of biscuits. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter, right? Witcher 1 is the base of Witcher 3, and it doesn't mean you put it in A tier. It's going... I think it's going here above Orange Club. I think it's going here. Because it was going at the front of C tier. But you've made a very good argument about its dunkability. Never played Witcher 1? See, told you. Just like no one ever chooses digestive biscuits. We'll never know. But again, nobody's picking this, right? You know what I mean? Fig rolls, easy, bin. Nobody wants fig rolls. Your nan eats fig rolls, and even she doesn't really like them. She's just used to them, right? Witcher 1 is your favourite Witcher? Actually, Witcher 1 is a legit game. It was a terrible analogy. Best atmosphere in a Witcher game, Witcher 1, no question. I don't even think I need to discuss fig rolls, right? Mom, my biscuit's falling in me, bro. Get a spoon. Great Peter Kay reference. The favourite video game tier list? Oh, guys, I got, like, no shot. My top 10 all time, my like top 10 games got like 40 in it. You now live through World War II and rationing, so exactly, and that's why fig rolls still exist. S tier. S tier. If you've eaten Dairy Milk fingers and you don't think they're S tier, nah. And I'll go one further. The white chocolate ones, or the half and half packet, they're going right at the top of S. Like, you go to a supermarket, buy yourself a pack of Dairy Milk fingers, open them and eat one. They will not last to the end of this stream. They're gone. Oh, mate. They're it. There's not even a debate for me about how good these are. They're dunkable. You could just, But they're like peak dunkability. Honeycomb chocolate. Oh, honeycomb chocolate fingers, though. They're like on another planet. They're on another planet. Fingers over Fox is not... Actually, no. Over Crunch Creams, I'm going to say yes. Am I, though? Crunch Creams are really legit. Okay, the extra dunkability of fingers is going to put them above Crunch Creams. But again, if this was chocolate crunch cream, it would be ahead. But it's not chocolate crunch cream. Ginger nuts, S tier. No, sorry, bin. Bin ginger nuts. Bin ginger nuts. Taste Bake Shop chocolate chip cookies. Ooh, nice. I don't know who Bake Shop are, but I'm interested. Yeah. Ginger nuts, no. They're going straight in the bin for me. Don't like them. Never liked... I don't like the... I don't want my biscuits tasting of gin... You know what? Actually, I would eat a ginger nut over a custard cream. And over a white... no, not over a white... I would eat a ginger nut before I'd eat a custard cream. I would eat a ginger nut over a custard cream. I would. When I really hate ginger nuts. I think custard creams are ending in the bin. I think custard creams end up in the bin. I really do. We've got a bit more controversy coming up as well. So, Skelliger, I've no idea. What's wrong with me? It's not, look, I'm correct. I mean, I think custard creams end up in the bin, but let's see what else ends up down there, because we've got a bit of controversy coming in now, right? Gold bars are S tier and they are better than fingers. That's not the controversy, because anyone who's eaten one of these knows they're amazing, right? These are the god of biscuits. These are so godly. So godly. You don't like gold bars? What? Maybe you don't have the same gold bars we have? You put it there from... Dude, like, these are it. This is, like, caramel milk chocolate on a biscuit. This is literally caramel on a biscuit. S tier. S tier. That's not the controversy. The controversy is what's coming in now. You think they belong... You think gold... Okay, chat. How many of you have eaten a gold bar? Tell me if you've eaten one before, right? Have you eaten one before? That's the first question. They're amazing, right? We love... Yeah, to be fair, we like caramel milk chocolate. These are... okay, they're not better than Fingers. And maybe they're not better than Crunch. They are... No, they're better than normal Crunch creams. They are. You can't remember the taste. They were like heaven. They were like heaven. No, they're staying in S tier. Don't care. Controversy. Regular hobnobs. Regular hobnobs are mid. And I'll tell you why. I love the taste of regular hobnobs. They are soldiers to dunk, right? But every time you eat them, that little oaty flaky thing that comes off them makes you choke. Every single fucking time. After I've eaten a regular hobnob, I'm like... Every time. Every time. So... in spite of the fact that we're going to get to the chocolate hobnobs placement in a minute, they're not in the same tier for me. Regular hobnobs are going at the top of B tier. Right. I mean, am I wrong? Every time you've ever go and eat a hobnob now. 30 seconds tops after you've eaten. What are they doing to regular hobnobs that make them like choking hazards? What is this? They stick in your teeth as well. Yes. What's that about? But the king of biscuits, the king of so far, the chocolate hobnob does not have that problem. The chocolate hobnob is the most dunkable biscuit. I could have a chocolate hobnob to like as a pillow for my tea bag, and it would still be a trooper, and I could pull it out, right? Chocolate hobnobs, like, I don't even know what to tell you. Like, chocolate hobnobs are so good. Chocolate hobnobs compared to regular hobnobs, it's like day and night. These are still great. These are still great. They are. There's no, like, don't get me wrong. If someone says, do you want a hobnob? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have 3. But be careful just in case I choke. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of the trade-off that you've got to go with, right? Now, Jaffa Cakes. Jaffa Cakes are not biscuits, right? Jaffa Cakes are not biscuits. They're cakes. And they argued successfully in court that they're cakes because there's less VAT charged on a cake than there is on a biscuit because of the way they go stale. Biscuits go soft when they get stale, whereas cakes go hard, and Jaffa Cakes do indeed go hard. But for the sake of this, we're gonna say that they exist, and we're gonna put them in C tier. They're above these things because I would eat I'd eat a Jaffa Cake. In fact, I don't think I'd ever turn a Jaffa Cake down. I don't think. Yeah. If there was a not a biscuit tier, then I would put Jaffa Cake in it. But we don't have a not a biscuit tier, so they're fine. Like, I've never said no. Like, if someone says, "Oh, do you want a Jaffa Cake?" I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, yeah, you know what, I do. I will, thank you." But I'm never gonna go, "Oh, I need 5 more." You know what I mean? Like, I'm just gonna go. But they're not like. No, they're not good. They don't make B tier. I don't want another. There's no moorishness to them. You know, like, I don't want another one. Like, I'd eat one of each of these and be like, yeah, okay. Ooh. Okay, Clubs. The chocolate on Clubs is better than everything that Jaffa Cake has ever done, and you know it, right? Oh, okay. We've now got some problems because Fox's Jam and Creams are just rip-off Jammy Dodgers, and they're one of the few things that Fox's doesn't do well. I would never optionally eat one of these. I would never optionally eat one of those. They are just worse than Jammy Dodgers. They are just worse Jammy Dodgers. For me. And I love every Fox's biscuit. No, because I'd still eat them over a custard cream, and I haven't put custard creams in the bin yet, so I would never pick this, right? Fig rolls are not god tier. Fig rolls are in the bin immediately. How dare you? Right? Yeah, I mean, custard creams are going to end up in the bin, right? Kit Kat and Twix are categorized as candy. Yeah, I mean, you guys categorize all chocolate as candy, though, right? You guys are, yeah. You would bin it for the sheer audacity. This might be a bit controversial. Regular Jammy Dodgers. Now, a Jammy Dodger is great. But in the whole biscuit world, you can't dunk a Jammy Dodger, right? No one's having Jammy Dodgers and dunking them. Like, that's not a thing. Correct? No one's dunking a Jammy Dodger. Right? No one's dunking a Jammy Dodger. Jammy Dodgers and dunkability is a huge factor in the Biscuit TierMaker, right? If you can't dunk it, is it even a biscuit? Pull it apart and lick the jam off. I feel like that's a separate issue. No, these are not... Honestly now, they're going below Twix. They are B. I'm going to give them a B tier status, but I think people like these out of nostalgia. I think people like these because you had them as a kid, and they're not as good as you think they are. In the same way, Ice Gems. Ice Gems were god tier as a kid, and now they just taste like misery. Unless not English, yes. Yes. Biscuits, not pastries. Different. I can't in good conscience maybe put them above Twix. But if someone says, do you want a Jammy Dodger or do you want a Hobnob? Nobody in their right mind is picking a Jammy Dodger. Even though this is a choking hazard. And you're sure as hell not putting them anywhere near Rockies. Right? Oh, Sunray, this is the most important content I'm going to make. Like, in potentially my whole streaming career. Right? Replace the jam with ketchup. I need you to stop talking. Jammy they're not as jammy as they were, right? They're not as jammy as they used to be, and that matters. Kit Kat. Kit Kat is a staple, right? Kit Kat is a staple biscuit. It is... But it's not this is not an S tier biscuit, right? A Kit Kat is not an S tier. It's very wafery rather than biscuity. Honestly, Kit Kat, I can't put Kit Kat above mid. Kit Kats, and obviously this is standard generic Kit Kat. There's like a billion flavors, right? They've got like zebra Kit Kats and all sorts of shit now, right? Kit Kat is a B tier biscuit. They aren't that dunkable because the wafers, you shouldn't dunk a Kit Kat. But I would have one with tea, but the fact that I can't dunk it would piss me off. Which means it's definitely better than a Twix, though. It's definitely better than a Twix. If someone says to me, do you want a Kit Kat or do you want a Twix? I'm taking a Kit Kat. Right? Also, oh, yeah. And Chunky as well. Kit Kat Chunky is a whole different level. Right? Kit Kat Chunky is in its own world. If you gave me a Kit Kat Chunky's probably sitting around the Rocky territory. But I think that's more of a chocolate bar. Solid chocolate Kit Kat. That's never happened to me before, and I'm jealous. Penguin bitters the corners off and then used it as... Oh, no General Cart, but I think I need to. Jammy Dodgers are B tier biscuits, Mafia. And I've covered this, but I'm going to tell you why specifically, because it's important. They're not as jammy as they used to be. They're not as good as you think they were when you were a kid. Right? They're not. And their dunkability, it's in the bin, right? They're a shambles to dunk. But they are better than standard digestives. But if you're not picking a jammy dodger over a standard hobnob. And a standard hobnob is a choking hazard. I need to sneeze. Oh. So, they can't go anywhere above here. If someone says, do you want a jammy dodger or a Kit Kat, you're picking a Kit Kat. You are. There's no way around it, right? And Blue Ribbon's breakaways, they're better than Kit Kats. So, it has to live here. Thank you. Hey, Emma, how are you doing? This one's going to be controversial. This is Maryland Cookies. Maryland Cookies. Energix, I watched him play it, and I've already got it lined up to play. Because it looks nuts. I wanted an ST list. I was looking at making a Golden Necker list, and yeah. This is going to be super controversial. You know what? Custard creams are going in the bin, chat. I can't do it anymore. They're going in the bin. They're shit. Maryland cookies are also going in the bin. Maryland cookies are the worst. Maryland cookies are the worst iteration of a chocolate chip cookie. Yes, it's a double Golden Necker list. I'm here for that. Did you see my double Golden Necker relics list? That one slaps. Maryland cookies suck. This is just the standard choc chip, but honestly, kinda yeah. If I want a cookie, I'm thinking like a fresh baked Subway or Millie's cookie. This pile of misery, it just ain't it. And they are, like, they fall apart when you dunk them. They're so cheap and processed. They're so cheap and processed. Now, so I thought that was going to be contentious, but it looks like most of you seem to agree with me that these suck, right? These suck. I would eat one over a custard cream, but I wouldn't be... In fact, if someone said, do you want a Maryland cookie, I would say no thank you. That's what this tier is. I would say no thank you, which actually moves this in here as well. You know what? They're going all the way there. I would say no thank you to everything in this list. In that order. Like, oh, do you want a biscuit? Oh, what have you got? Oh, Maryland cookies. Nah, I'm alright. Actually, you know what? I'm a bit... Oh, I'm alright, actually. I'm alright. You know what I mean? No one's happy to see Maryland cookies, right? You're happier than if you see a fig roll, but no one wants them. Like, you know. Okay. If it's a no thank you list, then White Twix deserves to be... I think you might be right. I think White Twix is on the edge of C right now. You know what, actually. Jaffa Cakes is at the top of C. And you'd think I'd love these. These are chocolate and caramel digestives. You'd think I'd love these. They try too hard. These try too hard. They're doing too much. They don't do any of it right. No, White Twix isn't good. It's too sickly. It's too sickly. Caramel white chocolate doesn't work. It's not the one. Now, I am not the biggest fan of a digestive biscuit, but I don't think anybody can disagree. The chocolate digestive is the staple of biscuits. Nobody says no to it. It's either the top of A or the bottom of S, right? It's the top of A or the bottom of S. You can't, like... I don't think this is a biscuit you're excited about, which makes me think it should go at the top of A. I think everybody loves it, everybody eats it, but it's nobody's favourite. Which makes me think it might be here over here. Right? But there's an argument for it to be either of these positions, I think. I'll leave it at the bottom of S for now. But I'm looking at what's left. And I'm seeing... Okay, to be fair, actually, there's only one more S tier biscuit left. So I'm going to leave this here for now, but I might change my mind. It's the default chocolate biscuit. I see, that's why hobnobs are the default chocolate biscuit for me. But I know what you mean. Right? See, this is that nobody's favourite... I mean, maybe this is some people's favourite biscuit, actually. Maybe this legitimately is some people's favourite biscuit because it is good and some people are basic. As half of you are typing, it's my favourite. What did he say? Oh, God. Now, the malted milk. Chat, talk to me about the malted milk. Because I think I've got a controversial opinion on the malted milk, and I want to see what you guys think. What do you feel about malted milk, right? How do we feel about malted? Because I think I'm controversial here. Right? I think I'm controversial with this. I wish we had chocolate malted milk on here as well, to clarify. See, Kalamanop, I think we have like an understanding. I feel like you understand the dunk ratio. Because you can't risk a second dunk with a malted milk. If you second dunk a malted milk, you are literally like, I can't understand that level of gambling. Energix would double dunk a malted milk because he's a talented lad. He'd be able to get it in time. But you know, there's like a 60% chance that guy has gone off the cliff, right? But for me, malted milk lives at the end of A tier. This is so underrated because it's super basic. But this is so underrated as a biscuit. It's so underrated. If it was chocolate malted milk is at the top of A tier. A milk chocolate malted milk biscuit, and it's not even the chocolate that does it, it's that the chocolate binds it together so you can get that second dunk. The chocolate one lives at the top of A tier, right? The normal one at the bottom of A tier. Okay? That's just facts. Now, it's time for America's favourite artificial substance. Maybe not actually. The Oreo. When Oreos first came to England, I fucking loved Oreos. But Oreos in the UK are very different to Oreos in America because in America your Oreos have 0 natural ingredients and ours have 0 artificial ingredients, so they don't taste like the same thing, and in all instances, they are C-tier biscuits. They are C-tier biscuits at best, because you need a pint of milk to tolerate them. They are not biscuits for tea. The one thing that saves them is they're amazing ground up and put in a cheesecake. But that's not that's not the same thing, right? The thicker Oreo, again, like, they're just not it. You know what I mean? If I have to deconstruct it and drink a pint of milk to make it tolerable, you know? Yeah, if you put them in buttercream icing, oh god, they're so good. Or in a milkshake, fantastic. Ice cream, really good. But just as a biscuit, mid. Like, they're below mid. Below mid. Standard Penguin. This is kind of like the digestive biscuit of biscuit bars. For me. It's not as good as a Rocky. I cannot in good conscience put it in A tier. Right? But I do think it's better than a Blue Ribbon. I would pick a Breakaway over a Penguin because the Breakaway's got that little bit of right? Breakaway has that little bit of something that a Penguin just doesn't. Also, do you know what's wild? A Penguin is a Bourbon biscuit covered in melted chocolate. If you melt the chocolate off a Penguin, you will see a Bourbon. They are literally Bourbon biscuits with melted chocolate on them. Which is wild. I didn't realise that. But it's true. That is all that a Penguin is. But the melted chocolate doesn't help the Bourbon. Yeah, apparently the writing and all. Yeah. Google it. Is a Penguin bar a Bourbon covered in chocolate? Oh, McVitie's have actually said it is the same biscuit, but they take the filling out of the bourbon and put in a slightly different version. It's actually a bourbon biscuit. It's literally got the writing on, but the middle is different. But yeah, Penguin, Penguin isn't for me. It's good, but I don't think the chocolate helps it. I don't think the chocolate helps it. Party rings. Every English kid loved party rings. We all did. If I see party rings now, I'm excited. And they are not nice. Nostalgia puts them here. Even with the nostalgia value, right? Even with the nostalgia value, they cannot go above there, right? They're too artificial. Like, I would have a party ring over an Oreo. Just because of the nostalgia, I see them and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll have a party ring, even though I know that. We're going to race through the remainder, because there's only one epic and the rest are mid. But the rich tea biscuit is another biscuit staple. And I actually think what do we think about rich tea biscuits? I love a rich tea biscuit. I love the taste of a rich tea biscuit. But I feel like I'm playing Russian roulette every time I try and dunk it. Like, I can't. You can't dunk a rich tea biscuit. One dunk, and before it gets to your mouth, it has gone. It's gone. It's out. But they're too good to be disrespectful. Right? But I would never have one over a malted milk. I would pick malted milk over rich tea, but only just. Only just. Right? They look salty. They are not. They're stunning. I would pick a rich tea over a malted milk, but only just. Right? Only just. I put them above regular hobnobs because they're not a choking hazard. Regular hobnobs could potentially take your life. Right? Then in the bin, no shot. Yeah, you can dunk a hobnob. The dunkability of hobnobs is good. The fact that they try and kill you and leave OT bits in your teeth, like, you can't stealth eat a hobnob. You know what I mean? Because they're just, yeah, you're covered in OT bits in your teeth. One of them gets caught in your throat and you try and choke on it. Like, rich teas don't do that to you. Rich tea is definitely an A-tier biscuit. Definitely an A-tier biscuit. The more I think about it, the further I'm moving Lotus Biscoff all the way back down here. Right? Not because these aren't A-tier biscuits, but because I would pick both of these over it. I would pick both of these biscuits over the Lotus Biscoff, because I could smash a pack of malted milks. I would smash a pack of rich teas. 2 Lotus Biscoffs in, and I'm like, why do we have so many biscuits? This list is missing like 80% of suitable biscuits. Just saying. The shortcake. Underrated. There's no shortbread. Right here. This is shortbread. This is the shortcake. I think this is an underrated biscuit. I actually legit love a shortcake biscuit. I would never buy them. I would never buy these. But you know what? Whenever I have one, I'm like, ooh, okay. That's not terrible. Cheeky little bit of, like, sugary fruit. I think these are good. I feel like I would take one of these. I would definitely have it over a Jammy Dodger. I would definitely have one over a Jammy Dodger, right? But I think I'd have a Kit Kat over a shortcake, and I would, yeah. I think it lives. I think this is the window for this, right? This is the window for this. Fox's Biscuits are so good it's illegal, except for their discount version of Jammy Dodgers, which I don't like at all. Fox's Biscuits are just, yeah, exactly. Shammy Dodgers. That's what they should be called. Shortbread, easy S tier. Next question. You don't think shortbread? Okay, this specific brand of shortbread, I have no idea. But good shortbread? Good shortbread doesn't even need tea. That's how good it is. Penguins should be A tier? Nah. Penguins are the digestive biscuit of biscuit bars. They aren't better than breakaways, but I can't put breakaway up there. I can't. Can't do it. The Christmas shortbread tin. Oh, man. Oh, that lad doesn't last long. White Twix. Yeah, I think White Twix might end up in the bin. My worry is I've still got stuff going in the bin here, so... However, a snack. Now, these little bad lads are actually legit, right? Noel, how are you doing? Yes, I am a TierMaker streamer now. It's the best content I've ever made, and I hope everyone's enjoying it. It is 100% going up on my YouTube, and I don't care that it will get 10 views. Hello to the 10 of you that decided to watch this. No, I didn't edit this out. Custard creams belong in the bin, right? They belong in the bin. Snack bars are A tier. They're A tier, right? They're A tier, and they're better than these. Snack are... These are so good. The problem is, I would personally have a Rocky over this, right? I would have a Rocky over a snack. I would definitely have a Rocky over a snack. But it's close. It's really close. It's really close. Also, you know what? White chocolate Twix in the bin. Yeah. I've checked. That's it. I can't look at them. They can't. They're going in the bin. I can't look at them anymore. I can't. They're just in the bin. I think this is the right home for snack because these are so iconic that I don't feel like. Yeah, I think Maryland cookies. No, you know what? They're better than Maryland. They're better than Maryland cookies. They're better than Maryland cookies. I think snack. I'm comfortable with snack here. I'm comfortable with snack here, I think. But I am going to move the BNs. I'm going to move the BNs down here. I feel like... What's wrong with Maryland cookies? They suck. They're the worst iteration of a cookie ever. Nobody wants them, right? Snacker Jack rice cakes. They are... If I wanted to chew air, I'd do it without paying the money. They don't taste of anything to me. I don't understand them. Like, what are they, what? Why, what? You know what I mean? Yeah. If Snacker Jack things were in here, they'd all be in the bin. Especially, like, I didn't know they made chocolate chip ones, but what's the point? Like, this is 100% not a biscuit, right? The Tunnocks tea cake is not a biscuit. It is literally, I suppose, it's got a base. The problem is the base of a Tunnock tea cake tastes like a stale biscuit with admittedly good chocolate on it and then just a massive dome of marshmallow. I can't in good conscience put them in the bin because if someone offered me one, I would eat it. If someone offered me a Tunnocks tea cake, I would eat it over every one of these things, and I would eat it over a ginger nut. But I think they are a relic of the past that should stay there. These don't taste good to me. Oh my god, Everton beat Man United. Could this day get any better? I actually had money on Everton beating United. That is the most Man United performance. Oh boy. Okay. Timeout wafers. These are just shit Kit Kats. As a result, they're good, and I love a timeout, but I can't put these above top C tier. Man United in the bin, where they belong. Ginger nut. I can tolerate ginger nuts. Timeout are underrated. I mean, they're good, right? But let's be honest. They're Kit Kats, right? They're Kit Kats. And they're not any better than a Kit Kat. Custard creams are in the bin, and the only reason they're not right at the bottom is because I'm being generous. right? I'm being generous. I feel like I'm not being fair to this, actually. Because I would have a timeout over I'd have a timeout over a Twix. I'd have a timeout over a Twix. I take it back. It can go into B tier. I think that's fair. Yeah, that's fair, right? However, these caramel bars. Now, most of you probably don't have these, right? These are definitely A tier. These are definitely A tier. In fact, they might be the very top of A tier, guys. I mean, mate, are they S? You know what? I think they're S. They are S tier. Forget it. They're S. They're so good. They're S. Right? They're S tier. They're S tier. If you're here for Gwent, by the way, I promise we will play some soon. Yeah, they're S tier, right? They're S tier. If you've never had one, like, I don't know, like, go just buy them when you're in the supermarket. Thank me later. They're just, oh, they're so good. This one is gonna, if this causes any controversy at all, I need you to understand this. You're no longer welcome. Fox's Viennese biscuit are 100% the best biscuit on this list. And I will go as far as to say it's not close. They are the best. I would have one of these biscuits, one individual, over a packet of every other biscuit on this list. They're that much better. They are so clear that it's not even, it's a different world, right? Like, I don't even feel like it's fair to put them on the list. They're that clear. I'm, you know, like they're the only thing that would come close to them, the only thing that could possibly be near them that isn't on this list, Choco Liebenitz. Choco Liebenitz it's like, it's there, right? If you offer me a Choco Liebenitz or a Viennese, I'm not sure how I go. Like, but they are definitely right. Whenever you eat a Fox's Viennese biscuit, you feel posh. I am a posh boy, right? They are, and they had the advert with the cute little, like, with Vinny. Oh, that's who Vinny was. It's me, Vinny. Got my Fox's biscuits, right? Well, there's no argument with that with me. And I'd say we've saved the best till last. But, honestly, Viscounts are at very best slightly better than a tea cake. Right? The Viscount is... I have the same feeling about mint chocolate as I do about orange chocolate. I don't understand. Like, you're using mint flavouring in your chocolate to cover up that you're using shit chocolate. Same thing with orange. Nobody likes it, right? Like, if you're lactose intolerant, I get it. If you can't have lactose, you can't have dairy, and you're having like dairy-free chocolate, then you're having mint or you're having orange because it covers it. Now, to clarify, Tommy's made a good point. Mint chocolate for ice cream is a different thing. We're not talking about ice cream here. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is the S tier of ice cream, okay? We're not talking about that. This isn't ice cream. A mint... Oh, my God. When I was in Rome, I used to have a waffle cone with mente stracciatella. So, basically, chocolate chip and mint chocolate chip. And, guys, that's just... It hits different. Terry's chocolate orange is solid. And I think you'd have to, like, if Terry's chocolate orange, if we were doing a chocolate tier list, even though I don't like orange chocolate, you've got to respect Terry's because it's moreish. It'll be getting B, but it's the only orange chocolate that would be getting anywhere near a B. Ice cream tier list in the summer? Yes. This is not going to take long. Wagon wheels. Wagon wheels suck. Nobody likes wagon wheels. They're the worst. They taste stale. They taste stale. Like, I eat one, it's like, oh, this is soft where it shouldn't be. And maybe I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallow in things, right? Because honestly, I'm looking at these Tunnocks tea cakes and I'm legitimately moving them further down. Like even these, I think are bin tier. Even, I think even tea cakes, because they have the same problem as the wagon wheel. Tea cakes have the same problem as the wagon wheel. You know, like... Yeah, they're going in the bin. Am I looking forward to City Liverpool? I don't... It's my brother's birthday tomorrow, so I think I'm going to end up missing the biggest game of the season. I think it's going to be an incredible game. I'm excited to see how it goes, but I'm going to end up missing it because we're going out to dinner. Yes, we're both gutted because he's also a Liverpool fan. Hey, Arbaz. My friends, that is the Biscuit tier list. Download the image. That is the Biscuit tier list as told by Lionheart. May it live for all time as the only acceptable tier system for biscuits.